Tuesday, March 13th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East back in the saddle this morning here, and a very warm pattern here waiting to greet us for the rest of this work week. In fact, I think tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, many highs across the region are going to hit 80 or better. Let's start off with how things look this morning. This is the radar imagery from the 5 o'clock hour across the southeastern part of the country, and notice you have some scattered showers all the way from eastern sections of Alabama over into Georgia, and a little bit of light rain in parts of North Carolina and Virginia. And as we go through the day, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms developing this afternoon. More on that in just a second. All the orange shaded counties back at the plains, those are all red flag warnings. Pretty elevated fire danger, and winter weather products up in the Pacific Northwest. It's still wintertime in terms of the weather up that way. Look at all the warmth, though, across much of the eastern parts of the country. You have 50s for temperatures all the way up into the eastern Great Lakes and parts of the Northeast this morning. There's the upper air chart this afternoon off the European, a zonal flow across the southern part of the country. All the major storm systems way up north. Now, later on in this forecast cycle, this is Friday. Not much change, just the warmth building on in. And then look what happens as we get into early next week. Big, huge ridge here into the eastern parts of the country. But here's the kind of fly in the ointment for us, this little upper level low that tries to develop off the coast. That's going to try to give us some Atlantic flow as we get into, say, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and that means it wouldn't be quite as warm as just a glance at the upper air pattern might indicate. Now let's talk about today. There's a couple of little disturbances moving through. None of them overly significant, but there's the chance of an isolated shower or storm. Here's one of the high-resolution models. This is the SPC WRF model. Notice it does generate some afternoon thunderstorm chances there over parts of the foothills and the Piedmont, down into sections of the upstate, Georgia too. So we'll see. Maybe a few isolated thunderstorms this afternoon. Now tomorrow, sunshine and warm temperatures, and I think a lot of us in the Piedmont will hit 80 degrees or so for a high tomorrow, and then it'll even a little bit warmer on Thursday, low and maybe some mid-80s in some spots. Now Friday, we begin to have a front approach, and as that occurs, I'll bring back in the chance of a few showers or thunderstorms for Friday and then again on Saturday too. Thereafter, this is Sunday, and notice here on the GFS, and the European generally agrees with this scenario too, some northeast and easterly type of flow off the Atlantic tries to set up, and that would maybe indicate some highs toward the lower side of the 70s by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, if that does indeed occur. But certainly no sign of any cold air anytime soon. Okay. That is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.